is once again that time of the week when we interact about local football and touch on all activities that have to do with local football. Hello and welcome once again. Your edition of Libhola Eswatini on Thursday, where a couple of things will take center stage, including the KFC activation event this coming weekend. Remembering that KFC Eswatini is celebrating 40th birthday this year. So remember that they have got programs where they are running, junior programs for both and girls. So we have those who are in charge by the name of Absalom Skaratindwa, knowing that he's behind the scenes when it comes to that program that where KFC Eswatini is sponsoring. So we'll talk about that activation that will be held at Ngwenya this coming Saturday, just to hear about the benefits of the community and the way forward with this activation and how is the program itself going in terms of sponsoring and developing young talented stars. Otherwise, we touch on our envoyees. Green Mamba have left the country to Maputo, Mozambique for their first encounter against UD Songo from Republic of Mozambique. This is the squad that left with head coach Ernest Mavuso, who is very optimistic that come Sunday in their first away game, they are looking to get maximum results. So we hear from the coach, we hear from the acting president of the Football Association, who gave them a mandate just to remember that they are representing the country wherever they go. That is Steve Horton. And then also touch on other things. We touch on, the Premier League of Eswatini. Just briefly, they had an AGM over the weekend, and to a surprise, the media was not allowed to cover the event. But njenawo siyathi ukuthi tindzaba tiyaphuma logo nalogo sikuvile ukuthi kwendekile, so we touch on that. Otherwise, down there in the Lubombo region, Ilovo, they held the ceremony where one would say they continue to show the initiative to grow local football in the country. Here from the Lubombo Chairman Football Association, and then also other stakeholders who took part of the event. Otherwise, we just once again touch on the Hospice Charity Cup that took place over the weekend. Once again, Sagu highlighter on Monday during Libhola Eswatini, just briefly, but today is a day where we detail on how the event itself was, how the games were, how Babane Swallows end up walking away with that 100,000. What are some of the key players we are going to watch in the upcoming new season? Is there potential when you look at Singizini? Is there potential when you look at Moroni Pirates? All that it's going to be here live on Eswatini TV. Sengverena Linda Dlamini, our in-house analyst, who has got a lot to share on a Thursday.
Fabrice ngiyabonga kungibukele ehlelweni lakho ngititfoba lokukhulu ngivusele umbukelo weSwatini TV emalwel viewers ngilesine njengoba usho ukuthi isikhuluma ndzaba libhola letinyawo lokunengi lokwentekile kusasuka liviki nangempela songivule endlulile lengicabanga ukuthi lokukhulu kakhulu ukuthi sifisele noma sihalalisele yona iGreen Mamba lesabhekise emabombo khona even laseMozambique ngaba udlala khona umdlalo weCAF Champions League. Kodwa kunengi Fabrice njengoba sikhuluma nje ukuthi na Premier League ngala ekhaya usinika bulukhuni usinika bulukhuni kanzi eMaswati excuse me abude ukuthi kuhambe kanjani so dineng letimvu labafuna kudiva alamacembato kodwa asikhoni sine kufinyelela kuto ukutithola.
Beautiful stuff. Now we're waiting for our technician to connect with Mr. Absalom Skaratindwa, who is in South Africa. We'll be speaking to him through Zoom. So while our technicians are working on that technical, conversation, we'll be just carry on with the conversation with Greenman. But maybe, Master, quick one. Just let's start with this PL issue, then we move on and then talk about Green Mamba. Wafik, and I think you're in the company of Patrice MCB. You're not allowed to cover the event. Why? In like two, so now figure now.
Okay, Fabrice sekwendike amahlandla cishe ayaya kulamathathu ukuthi umhlangano wayo inhlangano lebuke kudlaliswa umdlalo webhola lapha even esigabeni lesetulu iPremier League of Eswatini nayibamba umhlangano bangavunyelwa betindzaba kwendekile ke nakulempela somvulo sisuka kuyo ukuthi iPremier League of Eswatini beyine annual general meeting lo show umhlangano wophetha umnyaka lobo banjelo khona endlungulu yebhola lapha ekhaya Sigwaca House bangavunyelwa ke betindzaba ukuthi bangene washo ke yena umphathi wayo lenhlangano lokungu-CEO Kenneth Makhanya ukuthi emacembu ma private properties asikavumele kutsine betindzaba ukuthi singene emhlanganweni sibuke konke lokwentekayo kodwa ke Satibuta ke sibe tindzaba ukuthi ingani nakuthiwa nje kusasa kuluntsha sponsorship
siya
basibida kusasiye nakuthiwa kusukunyiswa imidlalo ye-league basibida
bana sifuna ukukhulumisa lama issues at hand kuthi kwendekani abafuna sibe khona
abafuni kanzi letinto vatifunwa ngithi mina ngingakuhlalela ekhaya angiti interest kodwa naku lengakudela la Eswatini TV i-viewer lele kumele kuthi yati ukuthi kuchubeka ini zibani utheni naba bamvu lesibathembako bemacimbi ethu bathini sangavunyelwa ke savele sahamba umhlangano kwathatha isikhathi lesidze sacabanga ukuthi mhlambe kutawushaya bo 3 simthole yena makhanya wangaphela umhlangano kwashaya 4 wangaphela umhlangano 5 half 5 lapho khona umhlangano bosaya ngasekupheleni khona so uyabona ukuthi letinvo leto kanzi kube kuthiwa labetindzaba bangenile bakuthola lokhu labakutholako base bawubikela umhlaba batokwathi ukuthi kwendekani ngicabanga ukuthi and letinvo leti Fabrice ngizakusho kule angifuni ukukhomba bamvu emehlweni kodwa kule regime le kuyaqala kwendeka tinvo leti lesingazange sisebentile kusena the late Victor Gametse bekungena umhlangano in fact onke imhlangano ma-annual general meeting
during those
onke ama-annual general meeting ato tonke letinhlangano
open for meeting
bavumelekile betindzaba ngisho naleletinye tinhlangano tetemidlalo letahlukahlukene lapha even bavumelekile kutemidlalo sorry betindzaba ukuthi bangene bathathele labakuthathako and uma uva ukuthi ngathi khona mhlambe lokuphunyukile uyakhuluma nebetindzaba osh uyati angeke kuze kuvakale kahle esiveni ema-ethics nathi sigayidwa kakhulu ma-ethics angeke sifakele babukeli noma bamvu sive imvo lengahlamusi
Masa sisavala le topic we're concluding this topic nangibuka some of the reports in daily newspapers laphumago pertaining to that AGM khona le saying bathi master if mina nawe sinebudlelwano professional if ungangivite to whatever you're having, it's two things. You are likely to be hiding something, likely or allegedly. I think 7 is allegedly. You are allegedly kuba ufkhona lokufihlago, or 2 khona lokwendekile usaba ukuthi kwaphuma public, then you are done. So it's those two things. Angathi noma in your experience you've noted. Once you fihlile ukuthi awufune ukuthi abantu babe khona, most of the time khona lokufihlago and it's not good for the public. Do you agree?
Fabrice bekavamise ukuthi gogwami mina ngisakhula likhona likhaya bekangavumi silivakashele naleli khaya abavumi nje ukuthi umuntu azangene kulelo khaya lelo sase ngase ke sengiloku sengikhula ke ngeke ngikhula ngase sengiyabona ukuthi vele kungcola kwebandvu noma kungcola kwakakho awuyayi ungafuni ukuthi kuphumele ngaphandle kanzi nami ngingumntali wakho ngeke ngivume ukuthi uhambe uyokubona lokungcola lapha kodwa having said that Fabrice nakuya lokulapha ekhasi kulendlu unaku labamvu labakufisako labamvu labathi bona banemacembu akusimi vele njengoba ngishite ecaleni mina ngingatihlalele ekhaya kodwa umumvu lomcoka kakhulu ngangimthathe webhola losekhaya.
Now let's move on ngoba kunenge masale singakhuluma mina now at some point you had an interview with CEO Mr. Makanyilo was on record one not hiding anything washo on record that the league will start this month. Angathi noma solo sime kanjalo ngoba maybe if we were part of the meeting ngabe salithola iqiniso but from the look of things
futhi ngabe sakuva lokuthi nayingeti yaqala nayingaqali kulenyanga lesetulu
yes
yentiwa yilo singaqala
yes sizathu
kodwa ke tindzaba lesitivile njoba usho ukuthi tindzaba tiyaphuma nje tiyambunjuka tindzaba lesitivile ukuthi ileague seyitaqala evikini lekuqala kulenyanga letako kanzi thini nawe wasiqinisekisa wathi ngiyaniqinisekisa banemanga nabalabathi ileague ngeke iziqale this month itawuqala noma ngisiphi isikhathi ileague itawuqala this month kodwa lokuphumile emhlanganweni lokunye asathi ke ukuthi ngibanike lo bhacela lomunye noma ngibani lo cambela imanga lomunye emkhathini kwethu nalo lo office la CEO
Sexolisa maswati lamahle kwethu nje it's just to report what happened but if it's not fair and accurate stakusho master moving on. Let's give them space. Since Green Mamba, they are the representative of the country. They have left for Mozambique, Master. Nobabuga as a team, they have left. Ubuyele Mkhoris and everyone. I want us just to take a short break, Master. Nasibuta ngikucela ukuthi the chances of them progressing to the next level. Siyathi ukuthi bake bafika kule qualifiers at some point, but they couldn't proceed. What are the chances for them this time around to make it into the group stages or knockout stages? Let's take a short break because, like I said, our technicians are still working on that interview we're supposed to have with Absalom Skaratindwa about the activation that KFC Eswatini is supposed to have this Saturday. A short break. When you come back, this man has a lot to say.
Libandla letela ukhefo nemingcele iEBC latisa sive semaswati ukuthi mhla ka26 ingci 2023 lilanga lelibekelwe sigaba selukhetfo lekuqala. Kuleti gaba sive sidabe sikhetha labaqhuzelana kuba indvuna yenkundla noma kuba lilunga leParliamente emiphakathini yabo. Tikhungo tekuvula titawuvulwa ngensimbi yesikhombisa kutsi made kube insimbi yesikhombisa Ntsambama. Sive siyacelwa ukuthi sikhumbule kuphatha bomatisi baso siphinde sigcine nesikhathi.
Livoti lami libalulekile futhi alithengiswa. Ngede ngasala nasakha live lethu.
It's the Great Price Rewind at Spar. You could be one of our lucky instant rewards customers to win your entire shop at a price from 1968. To enter, buy any participating product like Spar 2-ply toilet rolls, 9s for 60 Emalangeni, and 1.5-litre Sparletta, Fanta or Sprite, any 5, also 60 Emalangeni. Swipe your new Spar rewards card and you could be one of thousands of winners in the Great Price Rewind. Only at Spar.
Siyabonga umsakathi kuthiwa lithuba cha sivise eMaswati siphumile ngetinkani kulomnyaka we2023 sibabonile inombolo yenyuka impela sibili yenyukile before kuvalwe bantu ke bafundisekile umsakathi ukuthi abaphume bayoncoma bavote ngoba uhulumende ngewabo intuthuko ibuya kubo yonke intuthuko lento ke emangweni ayisuqhamuka mhlambe kulinzawo ayiqhamuke ngetifiso tethu ukuthi besifise kube nanaku umsakathi kuloko
engabe mnguni kulesikhathi lesi ungakhuthatha uthini kuso sive seMaswati uyokhanze ukuthi siyabhalisa ngelizinga lesetulo nakufanele siyawuvota sive sisalele emuva mnguni
sive kusalela kwasomva ukuthi ingoni letinengi kungaba mhlawumbe kukhinyabeteka kwebantu ukuthi lona ukhubatekile ngandlela thite akakhona ukuhamba la kunyukela khona imibukelo umfula noma nje kube njani ngiko lesithi nako lokho kule ntuthuko lesithi asibavotela bona mhlambe bambe bakufake ukuthi umlokhu batekile usicela naye cabangeleka sisho ukuthi abacabangele kodwa nje lizinga liphakaphakama kubonakala ukuthi nabo bangeMaswati bayingcenye yethu eParliament nakhona besinxusa lokuthi mhlawumbe nasetinkundleni ukuthi labo labakhubatekile bamane babe khona imivo yabo itovakaleka kakhulu kulabo mhlawumbe kulabanye labakhubatekile emangweni kunemisumbe kunabo labo nje tibonza temango ngibo lekufanele ukuthi phecelezi ba-identify bantu benzawo ngoba umuntu nje lofika kwencewe yadengcela ngiyabekisa utele tinjongo takhe lapha kubetelwa bekunene kutoholwa kutelwe kutodevelopa ummango ngicabanga ukuthi lokho abakwekhute labafanele ikakhulu lababuka imimango naleyo misumbe konke nje netindvuna
siyabonga mngoni
siyabonga kakhulu
When you choose your adventures, you do so with an open heart and a desire for the unexpected. You embark on journeys to discover new worlds full of wonder. You choose a path to awaken your senses, a world to make you look up and realize just how inspiring this life can be. Arrive and awaken your heart. Explore life in ways only thought possible in your dreams. Discover just how far you'll go to expand your understanding of life's greatest mysteries. There's just one place on this planet with so much to offer. Now is the time for you to have the royal experience in the kingdom.
Now, we are still with you. This is Eswatini TV, and we're all about sporting activities. Libhola Eswatini, your Thursday edition. So, Kona Linda Dlamini, our in-house analyst. Master, let's touch on Green Mamba. Sebasugile Lakaya, Sebavireba say Maputo in Mozambique. Conversation we had earlier on with the coach and the players. Bastem, I would say, Master, come Sunday, they will get results. Are they giving that confidence, Master? Now we got a squad, now we got a team, now we got the players, now we got our opponents. What are you reading from this game?
Fabrice sakhumbula ukuthi iGreen Mamba lena iyakhona eNingizimu Afrika sengatshala ukuthi eNingizimu Afrika lo sisajwayela kudlala khona kakhulu iya emaveni la kumakhelwane eMozambique lapho khona iyodlala nelicembu lakhona iCAF Champions League iGreen Mamba idlala iCAF Champions League nje iwine iLeague MTN Premier League lokwenda ukuthi kusinike ukuthi balicembu lelingetulu nawo onke amacembu la khona lapha ekhaya andike nawubuka nakale ndlela labadlala ngayo cishe licembu leli kunika ukuthi ube nako kuDecember na coach akusi coach longasho ukuthi nakadlala uyaye ahambele ku defender no uyaye ubelievela ukuthi kumele aphume all out ahambe awudlala and bakhona ke nabadlali babangetile bo Peter i-defender lochamuka khona ku Mbabane Highlanders and bakhona ke nalabanye labane experience labakhona kule team labayidlalile iCAF Champions League emahlandla ukhuluma ngabo Njabulo D4D ukhuluma ngabo Skali bawadlalile ema games lamanengi ku Champions League bokhetho lencabanga ku national team exposure bayitholile kakhulu and usekhona namagonase ileader kule team as much as angekho involved noma angadlala ama games lamanengi kule team kodwa le experience labayitholile bomxolisi labayitholile ku national team ngicabanga ukuthi lokho ukuthi ayibooster i national team and singakhohlwa ukuthi iGreen Mamba ngeminyaka wa 2020 yana ngikhumbula kahle beyinayigcina kodlala iChampions League yahamba eZambia yodlala e-Levi Mona wasa stadium yes iresult ayizange ibe ngilenhle kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi lokuhamba yes phele 3 years nyalo kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi lesikhashanyana leso basekhona abadlali labakhona labe bakhona ngalesa sikhathi lesa nabatawusharisha nalabakhona
Master mfise ukuthi quickly we just listen to acting president Steve Houghton since the substantive president Mr. Peter Simelane is in Australia for the final of the Women's World Cup. Now there's Steve Houghton. Just remember that you're representing the country. Kona lenye message la ivetile lihambisana na coach. But Master, ngwari game time of the team because your opponents, if I'm giving an example, as we can put it, as a coach, your opponents have been active. The league is ongoing in Mozambique. For you, let's say as Green Mamba, friendlies, not that competitive. Is that key, Master?
Kukabili, Fabrice, ngendeka kusebentele singemaswati kuyisebentele iGreen Mamba. Ngendeka laba ithola ukuthi kulama games labe bawadlala. Ema games awafanani ngendeka lenye game uthola ukuthi ikhamile the previous weekend. Uthola usina sodlala le. Bane badlala icishe lase labanye babo bangetulu kobo 35. So nawukhuluma ukuthi ileague yabe yaqhubeka ngendeka ifatigue babambe ba fresh laba ileague sengaqala lakithi yes njoba ngisho ukuthi kukabili asathi ukuthi lokuba fida ku pre-season bafida kanganani kodwa sithemba ukuthi yena coach Ernest banabo bo assistant wakhe bolulani ngicabanga ukuthi bakusebentile lokho including nabo bo team doctor tonke le tinvo leto batata ukuthi siyodlala ne team lechubeka kuyona iyadlala thina asikadlali ngenteka ukuthi nasithatha le pace because nabo laba bataba bayiplanela yona iUD itabe iplanela iGreen Mamba bayati ukuthi iGreen Mamba kumele ukuthi bayikhame kanganani na utodlala ke ne team le fresh kanje uyathi ukuthi leti wombe the episodes utishaka kangakanani nayo iGreen Mamba na utawudlala neteam lesolo idlala yona akhona lama minutes la kule game lapho khona ubakhama khona ubuye futhi ubaphumude phinze ubakhame wendela kutsini wendela ukuthi batosheshe badzinwe then 80 minutes lapho khona subacedzile.
Buka the body language master, are you convinced with what you're seeing? No buka the training session yabo Mthunzi Shavi, also one experienced player. Iyakuconvince in body language. This was Tuesday training session.
iGreen Mamba nawubuka nje uma ngishilo ngathi
height, energy, physique, yeah.
Icishe nawukhuluma ngephysique nawukhuluma ngako konke lokho banako and njengoba ngishilo ngathi coach Ernest if kunemvula ifakile kuGreen Mamba ufake iconfidence kulabadlali waphinza wafaka neteam spirit lokumcwa kakhulu kulama games lawa Fabrice team spirit but more than anything uyadzinga kuyiplanela ema-games la kanjena ema-videos wabukele ba-analyze ukuthi ba-strong ngakuphi i-UD siyathi ukuthi kakhulu bona basebenzisa wing play so uyathi coach ukuthi if basebenzisa wing play ama-fullbacks ngiyathi lokuthi most of the time nababamba le bhola kudzinga ukuthi ngibe ngitivulile letimbiko noma bakhona lababalekilelako batovala ukuthi bangatowafaka lama-crosses ekhasa boxini once wababamba lapho iGreen Mamba igood bakhona kuyidlala ibhola ku-midfield i-UD ayikho good ku-midfield so if batawukhona ukuthi ba-capitalize kuloko batawukhona ukuthi bayinqobe.
Last question before we listen to the interviews, Masa. The absence yaskali on the day. I think Coach Pemvulera on that question because if I was to just highlight we are sure Coach Gutsi, it will recall Gutsi Ashinje a game player in terms of ball position and distribution. But to you, Master, as an analyst, knowing the importance of Skali, how crucial was he going to be in that game? But his absence, is it going to be if itabonagala in absence yakhe?
Itabonagala kakhulu. Njoba usho ukuthi yena coach ushilo ukuthi itabalimata tawushintsha ukuthi bashintshe i-game plan yabo. Kodwa having said that, Fabrice, i-team naniyodlala nayo nayathi ukuthi your star player sihlabani sakho asikho baye bathi engqondweni sekungcono -1 kanzi ngilapho khona ndafeni balimate utawuthenga ukuthi noma ngimuphi coach latamfaka lapha kudzinga ukuthi asiphakamise lesandla ukuthi nakangekho sikhali lokalimele nje limele lidrola asimati ukuthi nginteka limhluphe kanganani kule season uyabona so lalatamfaka coach kumele athembise anike isiqinisekiso coach ukuthi na ungifaka ndakwendela lo msebenzi.
Now let's listen to some of the speakers during the team's farewell at the Technical Center Lubamba. Acting President of the Football Association Steve Horton, Coach Ernest Mavuso, there's also the captain Njabulo Twala. There's also some of the well-known faces within the squad. Return of Mkodisi Mkondo, we hear from him. Apparently, the training, Good Royal AM, it was tough. He was going to tell us about that. And also, new face Peter Lamine, without forgetting the likes of Ketogoshe. Let's just listen to those interviews in preparation to this game on Sunday.
This is an up-and-coming coach. And one day we would want to work with you. 7 they will lead the national team. So for us, it's a plus. It's at least we have somebody that we can say experienced title. Logunyaga coach, unenhlanhla, your wealth of experience, most of them say about the national team. They've represented the country well, and Batak Bambis. As a star in Mozambique, I'm sure you're coming back with a result. There's no doubt of that. The Unlana and Bona, your faces at your surrender, so your winner. Let me see the happy faces, Mama daughter. Come on. All right. Angaga sons are cool, but as a football association, we try and provide where we can help. We would say at least Nanas representer. Gulko Nganyalo, good representer. Swaziland, remember, hotel ground la kaya Swaziland. La cost, lefuna kapanje now. Utsuk home game mawukola now, usembombe. Gobi, sitfale kamati. hopefully nalive selirikhavile bo-COVID-19 naletinkinga bekubhekane nalo. Probably stadium very soon sidabe sesikhona la Eswatini. Ngoba nyalo nje represent eMaswati but niyati nasibhadale imali le particular sengaphandle. So to management ya Green Mamba siyasibonga lesibinzi labanye bethu basabile ba withdraw, but to Green Mamba, thank you. Go and represent us well, and we wish you everything that we can wish you for. Ambani Nwina Madota, make us proud. We have confidence in you.
Now umuntu lo ufisa kuhlala successful kuyenda lokuthi utkhanze mhlambe so uthi overworkile at times maybe noma ube overwhelmed, otherwise the pressure inyende kakhulu. We are expecting to play a very good game, we're expecting to get good results, but it's time. Isikhathi sematch lesita usitshela ukuthi siprepare kahle yini noma vele ama expectations ethu nema hopes ethu angiwo yini. Nako ngoje lokwenda ukuthi kube likhulu kakhulu. Yes. Sijaglishile around. I preference yethu ithi if angadlali isikhali nama kwekwe, which is Njabulo Makakula, then we have to go into our reserve bench. Sibuka ukuthi who can fit in. Send ema alterations lamancane, but again i-presence yamcolisi isirelevile kancane because nana yembe simbala out, so nangabe akhona it's an advantage. A draw would be a good result, but nasi kwendeka si win, that would be exceptionally good. A draw would be a good result, even though the advantage ne disadvantage ingeke ibonakale kangako kithi because onke lama games are away. But nje getting a draw itawusiniketa ipicture ngobe kuncane nale squad ikovile ngale team lizodlala nayo. Yes.
For me ngicabanga ukuthi kuyi challenge since ngibuya khona last year ku CAF, so ngicabanga ukuthi ema expectations nalo kumele ukuthi sikwende personally for mina and ne team as large. Ngicabanga ukuthi ingqumbe emajita ayidlalile iCAF la, and with the experience national team ngicabanga ukuthi siyathi ukuthi yini lokusimele phambili. Ngicabanga ukuthi ingqumbe labadlalile ngibakhanzile lana, most of them ngidlale nabo ku national team, most of them ngidlale nabo before, so ngicabanga ukuthi ikakhulu siyatana and siya acknowledgeana. So ngicabanga ukuthi based game ngicabanga ukuthi coach uyathi la ngitsingeka khona, ngicabanga ukuthi nguye lo tang position ngendlela lafuna i-team yakhe idlale ngayo. Ngicabanga ukuthi ngidawusutha.
For kulesikhathi samanje okay cala kwabanzima ngalokuthi indlela ye-trainer bekuhle kuba bede nesikhathi tekujima ngalokuthi ngicumba izinto etendekayo la veni ufuna ukuthi ni travel nende lokwana ufole boma friend ngaphandle, but usebenza kusebendekile, si ready for everything lengavela phambi kwethu. Ukuthi ke babantu laba kanjani basitshelile asika kakhulu ngabo, kungathi ukuthi sipreparation ukuthi sisebende kanjani for le game lesiya kiyo Sunday.
Yeah, ngathanda ukuvusela amaswati ngivusele balandzeli beGreen Mamba because nyalo asikamemeleli iGreen Mamba yodwa, simelele iSwaziland as a whole. I think kubuya kwami kuningi kakhulu engikufunzile ngisesengale. Ngicabanga ukuthi ngidak-aida sayodlala eMozambique khona emajita angwakhanzile asebenza, spirit is high.
Okay.
Yeah, coach kuningi lebe sikhuluma sesengale, but la kakushito kimi ukuthi uyabhilivela kimi angibuye ngiphoste emajita sisebende kude lokunganani lokushinjile. Ngiyayati iphilosophy ya coach nemajita yang-understand ukuthi ngidlala kanjani, nami ngiyawa-understand kude lokunganani. It's just a demanding away now. Nasikhuluma nge-training sengukuthi nje nangathi nje ngiyakubekela nge-training from that side nangala, so maybe ungakhanza ukuthi maybe labanye bayithatha kabi but nje ihlukile kakhulu in terms of gym, it's a high intensity ngale ibhola yakhona.
Kubonga isupport. Siyadinana nibe nesupport nesisekela ngemithandazo nangako konke lebe ningasupporta ngako. Siyakubonga kakhulu lokho. Sisalungiselela kuluhambo nemidlalo. Siyathembisa sibadlali ukuthi sitawafaka onke emandla sisamelele live. Kuwo wonke lo khona nalosala ngemuva sicela mane basithandazise sisahamba endleleni sihambe sibe nendlela lenhle nemidlalo sitaba nemidlalo lomuhle kuloko siyathembisa president sisasuka sihamba ema preparations ethu abengilamahle kakhulu. Siyabonga nabo coach labasibambisile nabo bonke labe bakhona labe basibambisa konke sisalungiselela go eMaswati. Siyabonga nje ukuthi asolo siyawathola ama messages ayasifisela lokuhle sisahamba Mr President. Siyathembisa ukuthi sitawubuya nema results lamahle.
It's the Great Price Rewind at Spa. You could be one of our lucky instant rewards customers to win your entire shop at a price from 1968. To enter, buy any participating product like 1 kg Kellogg's cornflakes for only 60 emalangeni and Lay's potato chips. Buy any two for just 34 emalangeni. Swipe your new Spar Rewards card and you could be one of thousands of winners in the Great Price Rewind. Only at Spar.
Libandla letela ukhefo nemingcele iEBC latisa sive seMaswati ukuthi mhla ka26 Ingci 2023 lilanga lelibekelwe sigaba selukhetfo lekuqala. Kuleti gaba sive sitabe sikhetha labaqhudelana kuba indvuna yenkundla noma kuba lilunga leParliament emiphakathini yabo. Tikhungo tekuvula titawuvulwa ngensimbi yesikhombisa kudzimate kube insimbi yesikhombisa Ntsambama. Sive siyacelwa ukuthi sikhumbule kuphatha bomatisi baso siphinde sigcine nesikhathi.
Livoti lami libalulekile futhi alithengiswa. Ngete ngasala nasakha live letfu.
Now, you've heard the team, you've heard the players, you've heard the coach, you've heard the acting president of Football Association. Must have two questions before we move to the next topic. First question is it a mind game, Master? Nangsi ulimere, but nyakuhambisa part of the squad. Because my thinking, this is me, Mozambique bama tiskal. So if ngihamba naye, maybe batawuseke baccounts uyadlala kansakadlala. Kuyangani ukuthi I'm revealing ukuthi you won't be part of the game, but ngihamba now.
Ngicabanga ukuboosta nje i-confidence yabadlali abathenga ithikithi lendiza akaduli nakanganani so kuhamba naye kude lokunganani la takumosha. Ngicabanga ukuthi nama ngikhali kakhulu kuhamba nje nebadlali ubanike that moral support
afunze na game for the next round.
Exactly, nekufunza lama opponents ukuthi okay sibani udlala kanje that defender ngayibhitha kanje kumcoka kakhulu lokho. So for a player lo njengasikhali lo tamdzinga ku second leg ukuthi akwinele leyo game yamdzinga ukuthi ahambe na, but still banabo badlali njengoba sikhuluma ukuthi Njabulo Thwala lo tabang captain ukhona Mxolisi ubuyile from yena iRoyal AM.
Usakhuluma ngamxolisi Master before we move far. Ubuyile and he's highlighting what he's got. There is a statement that caught your attention, my attention, everyone's attention, and some of the guys in the studio to say, kutawuvakala kabi, but uchima le, shotsi nakatsi le Royal M, KZN, the intensity is high compared to intensity yala. You had a question, but you might have an answer. What are you saying?
I think Fabrice kuyashiyana because cishe training equipment konke facility now khuluma facility konke banako compared to us ngala.
But Nabawachima 2 days and they have a facility, they don't pay for the training ground college. But now konke mabhasi mabhola khona. Why is the intensity remember ne Buffalo ne Leopard not high?
Yeah, answer kufani ngi training akusiyo lebhola, akusiyo mhlambe that training pitch.
Ma resources
kuphela. Some of lama resources akhona. Kodwa nje ngicabanga ukuthi part of it nathi si at fault singamaswati ukuthi vele le standard sesasibeka sabaphasi kakhulu le intensity because akakhuluma ngegame ukhuluma ngetraining ngicabanga ukuthi idinvo lethu lesingadilungisa ukuthi at least phela le pace siyenyuse kancane sithi kancane ukuthi itaba match ecishe standard sangale South Africa. Kodwa ke having said that kungenteka na ungathi ubeka iGreen Mamba ubeka iRoyal AM ifike iGreen Mamba idli iRoyal AM shosi le intensity le jimini iRoyal AM ayibasebentele.
Now every day we'll learn. Now Ilovo just being one of the, should I say, a friend of football in the country, especially under the Lubombo region. Over this midweek, there was a special event. I want us to listen to the interviews first. There is the Lubombo Region Football Association chairperson, the title sponsors being Ilovo, and the Premier of Eswatini representative. They said something. I want us to listen to them, and then we come back with more details. We analyze what are such sponsors bringing to the table in promoting such games, especially within the regions. Listen to this.
You never have the same players every time. Because you look back the same job, MD, we don't have that development structures in the country, which will bring up young players to replace these players is now happening. That's why I'll tell you today, I'm retired in football maybe over 20 years from today. But you cannot replace me, even at national team level, with the crop of players that's now. Why? Because good the development structure, let's see, now Lomusha is Mashwama Siambona without Trinafila. Balwa mashwamala nasekhona yena nami ngifuse ukukhuluma basakhe ngoba unalezi njazz la lembathini indzaba ya club license empty sayicela inkampani ibambisele club angeke survive khafu ufuna yonke ibhola ile professional yalo ngayo yonke indlela sibabonile bo Orlando Pirates sibabonile bo Kaizer Chiefs bagijima bahlanhlatheka bafuna ladies team because ukuthi khafu nakwenteka nje bawini angeke bakhona ukudlalela ema-international competition ubethe the ladies team bakuthethe kancane nabakubona ko-Sundowns bakwenda lokho sithi-ke siyacela nalakonjeni ngenani lathi ikolweni kunehlelo lukhona under football association whereby bafundisa abantwana abancane ma-under 20 emantombazana ekudlaleni ibhola. You can adopt a school lendawo khona ukuthi nistraine lentaba tinota fast ukuthi ngikhone kuba ne-ladies team lenda-register so that ndo qualify nge-club license lokufika cishe Lubombo lumbambisile Premier League njengoba besashito chairman weBombo weMashwaba leave the lead stadium sikhuluma ngeGreen Mamba yodlala eMozambique because we don't have the stadium kube kungabala ukuthi lama opponent kaneta lakhaya how much revenue you're going to make sila sibile if on the banner sibonile eminyakeni lephelile before the most successful chairman weclub ubabegamenze asahambisa imbabano solos ngaphandle bekufika abantu babuye kuthonisha bagcwale hotela bathathe fuel bathathe ama-means in the country bashiye i-revenue but nyalo sihamba sembombela siyorenta stadium lezi plus minus 300,000 per match. Can you imagine what's going on in the That is why we haven't done well to my club because they always play away in if the Mazema game is out. Singabacela ke MD Premier League ukuthi nangabe kukuhle ngafanele Mayeroba Stadium abe considered etindzaweni letiningi nje ku-improve. Kungaba i-sitting capacity, kungaba tindlela tekuhlala lokuba titulo, kungaba ku-extenda wona lama-dressing room kuze ukuthi abe ngilabo standard.
That is the only country we now have this team that has bounced back in the Premier League, notwithstanding the financial challenge. We do support the team, but that is not enough. But there's content to that as well. I think the sugar price took a big hit in the last few years. All our businesses have had to look at the cost line because the first and most important priority is to keep people employed. So I think sports in general also felt the heat. But sometimes I always say to my team, it is easier to do things if the company is performing. Kuba lula ukuthi sengiyakhokha njalo 20,000 ndafayela njalo bengikhokhe So I think it's about 20,000, not 20,000 the way one of coaching staff and the players, very management, in that basic about 10 to say, well, we do that by the trade off. In my head, when I read the numbers, I think technical team and players, I divide the kumele technical staff bese beyidivide babadlali kungabe bende ngakuthi namakhokho machine base ngoba amandla amukalo bayekele nje
Now, there was a ceremony between Ilovo and whatever the programs they are running, and the presence of the Premier League. Quick one, Master. I want us to welcome, Scarachindo. But before we go on that, their involvement in football, be it both at male and female level. And this ceremony just explains a lot to what they are doing to the football in the Libhola region.
Ngicabanga for ibhola yaselibonjeni Fabrice invele enhle lokuthi iLovo seyibuyile ka Premier League emva kwesikhashana lesitse siyakhumbula ukuthi nayikhona labe bakhona nebadlali labe bavele bakhona nami nje lemakhaya enikhona lengangadlala naye bekaqhamuka khona adlala khona iLovo lo asuka kulekithi awakahlatshwayo so le nkampani lo ubombo ngicabanga ukuthi kumele siyibone nyalo njoba asimbonile na MD wakhona yena Mr Siyaya a part of the event kumele ukuthi sale iba involved more phinze bese kulungiswa ke naleti inkundla tekudlalela siyakhumbula ukuthi elibonjeni bumayaluka leto inkundla leto behlale sezingeni lelisetulu kakhulu because leti inkampani beti involved more betinaka kakhulu so siyacela nje kakhulu kubo base ubombo Sugar Corporation ukuthi batinake tinkundla bawonake lamacembu.
Beautiful stuff, beautiful ceremony. Now, let's move on because we are now able to get Mr. Chindwa, Absalom Scarachindo, just like I highlighted prior to the discussions on the show, to say that we'll be joined by him. The foundation that he heads, the Scarachindo Foundation, in conjunction with KFC Eswatini, of course, they have got ongoing program where they have got, programs of developing football for young, talented girls and boys. So this weekend, there's an activation here in the Hoho region, especially at Ngwenya. It's part of course, the celebration of 40th birthday for KFC Eswatini. So we're joined online by Mr. Chindwa. Sikuvusele namhlanje mbamba Baba Chindwa.
Futhi ngibonga kakhulu ngiyaniva nikhuluma nangilibonto. Kuyangenda nalokuthi ngijabule ngoba ngiyakhumbula ngidlala boMhlume and I used to enjoy futhi ukhuluma nje ngama-ground I used to enjoy that. But thank you so much for allowing us to be in your discussion tonight. Yes, we coming tonight to talk to you about the activation upon Engwen.
I think last time, Naukona, Mr. Chindo, we touched on the relationship between you and KFC, the foundation and KFC, and all those things. But this activation now, what are you driving when it comes to this activation this coming Saturday on the 19th? Because I think there is also that part of message that you want to convey to the community and the public at large.
Okay, the last time we had mentioned Loguzi, it is their 40th anniversary birthday. So, and because of that, it's Nelama promotion. This is the last one, the Lela Penguin. We've done a few activations, SPG, but this is the last one. Between KFC Swaziland, Eswatini, ne foundation, si bantu nje abadila nama-communities. Badila nama-community, bafida ama-communities, sifundisa abantwana ngebhola nange-lifestyle. So, ngiko lolo kusihlanganisa ukuthi-ke siyacela ukuthi this Saturday laphana engweni kusukela nje ekuseni bazivakashele abantu bayobona kusendana sabe kunalo mkhankaso wokupromota i-KFC. As you know, Fabrice, i-KFC i-feeder the nation, and because of that siyacela nje ukuthi sisupporte kakhulu.
All right, good stuff. When I'm looking at maybe some of the questions one would want to ask, to say, yes, there is the foundation, Skaratino Foundation, there is the KFC Eswatini. One would say, what kind of impact to the community this maybe activation will have once maybe you conclude the event?
Activation, as I said, the promotion, but kakhulu kubonga kuma communities ukuthi i-KFC icesa lo 40 years. I-KFC, if it wasn't for our communities, ngabe ayikho la ikhona khona. Ikhona ngoba kunala ma KFC, and because of that, some of the lama products labathengisako adabe anema special. In fact, if you thenga, for instance, the bucket, bese uthola usebenzisa le ticket lakho le receipt othola ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi uthole wendele uqhubeke kule promotion. And kutaba ne ball juggling. Ball juggling iniketa whoever wins holiday lapana embabane Highlands View. So kunalama activities de lamaningi ngoba phela siyakhombisa siyabonga indlela yethu yokubonga ukuthi bayisupporta eMaswati ayisupport iKFC kanti naye iSkaratindwa Foundation iyasupporteka kakhulu isupporta ngilabantwana.
Now, Mr. Chindo, we're looking ahead now. You highlighted that this should be the last activation. When you talk about, in the media, we talk about the introduction, the mid group, and then we talk about the conclusion. I mean, you introduced the program, and then you've been visiting, and now this is the conclusion. What's the way forward? What are we looking ahead to when you talk about these programs?
Our programs, as I mentioned to you, we're about the community. That will continue. So long as kuna le relationship between us and KFC, it will continue. Kakhulu sinaga bantwana, sinaga labantwana bethu ngoba likusasa lethu, likusasa leMaswati, likulabantwana. Labantwana as a foundation, siyababutha sithi ningadlali emgwaqweni. Wota ndo funza ibhola ukuthi idlalwa kanjani. Sibanikeza lama competition ukuthi phela participate. Laba participator kuba khona labafunza. At the same time, KFC manje asibafite labantwana, abadle labantwana, abasuthe labantwana. Umntwana phela ngeke participate alambile. So that relationship, when it continues to benefita umphakathi.
Maybe just outside the general truth, because one who would sit at home is wondering, okay, Mr. Tindwa is a legend in the country. He's played at the highest level. He started a program to try and bring football in the country, also to grow to that level. And I'm sure you're getting results. Would you react and say it's heading into the right direction? Is it heading where you want it to head?
We've been around for about 14 years. And we have had the tournaments, and we have the children that, we have unearthed. As a foundation, we want to unearth the children. We want the children to be even better than Oscar. But other than that, as a foundation, kuze ukuthi sikwadi ku-unearth labantwana, fanele sihlanganise tandla nalama sponsorship. And KFC is one of the sponsorship. Let's say manje sifuna kuhlanganyela nani sikwadi ukuthi sidevelophe labantwana. In fact, in December, KFC normally feed. We go to our communities, simane sinikede labo lesibona ukuthi balambile kanti abasebenzi sibanikede nje the kind of food that KFC produces sendele ukuthi phela wonke umuntu ajabule around December.
Before maybe we conclude, Mr. Tindwa, I want to talk about the involvement of the parents, because we can't mention all these, happy moments with the kids, KFC and Scara Tindwa Foundation without highlighting the involvement of the parents. And I think you want to say something about their cooperation or their partnership. One should say so.
Ekugcineni abantu bethu abakwadi ukuthenga le products without i-support yebatali. Kakhulu thina sifuna kubonga abatali ukuthi labantwana batidla bakudla lokudla ngoba imali isuke iphume kubo. Asibabonge nje kakhulu ukuthi basupportele le KFC ngoba i-KFC isiniketa le mali because of batali bethu bakuthenga lokudla kwe-KFC and basida kakhulu. Siyacela ukuthi baqhubeke baside basupporte le KFC kuze ukuthi nayo phela ikhona ukuthi iphindze ibisele lawo ma-profits emphakathini.
All right. Last question, Mr. Tindwa, before I let you go. Part of the things we might see Saturday in the event activities and action plan is just to look at how it will be a fun day for the kids. But there will be that special moment maybe where some of these kids would have an interaction with you. Some of them, actually all of them, were not born when you're playing football at the highest level. When you have interaction with these kids, especially during this activation that is going to be taking place on Saturday, where everything is happening, what type of message do you share with them, having played at the highest level?
They've got to decide which bafuna empilweni yabo, and they've got to make sure that they focus. Without a goal, chances that you struggle to survive in this world. But you've got to make sure that once you've decided which bafuna emhlabeni, bese uyalanza, bese uyapprepare towards reaching that goal. But other than that, there's one activity that be khona ngile ball juggling, apart from bukomlo mdzala lo njengasikara but sibaniketa le opportunity ukuthi bende le ball juggling. That's exciting ngoba baniketa inazani i-opportunity ukuthi bakwadi ukukhombisa ama-skills wabo. Nathi siyajabula kubona labantwana bakhombisa lukhono labo. Those are some of the things that start with standard, and we'll be having fun nalabantwana bethu lapha bakhona. In fact, I say abantwana kuphela nawe nje umzali uma ungafika lapha, we'll give you an opportunity to juggle the ball so that usikhombise ukuthi your football or football abilities are hambe kangakanani.
To crack a joke, Mr. Tindwa, I played my highest level under 17. The injury at bye football. But lastly, Tindwa, just call the community from Gwenya to come in their numbers. The parents, obviously, KFC will be there. The media, I think we want to be there. Just call us before we let you go. Tell us from time to time, and then we conclude the interview.
Sinesicala ekuseni ngabona sizabe sesikhona lapha. Sicela ukuthi wonke umuntu lo usedvutane nasengweni asivakashele, including people like you, ngoba masibona abantu abanjengani we get excited ngoba sisuke sathi ukuthi support iningi. So siyacela nje nani nimedia kunisivakashele nemphakathi laba in and around engwenya ngoba vele lesitolo sabo sicela ukuthi bazivakashele, ikakhulu labantwana ngoba phela ngishido ngathi labantwana ngibo labasiniketa umdlandla wokuthi siphile naso ngoba phela siphile labona. Abantwana without abantwana live ngeke likhule.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Tindwa. I give you a promise. My presence, Linda Dlamini's presence, and the colleagues here, I'm not sure about other media houses, but for us, come Saturday at 9 in the morning, we'll be there at Ngwenya, and we'll share the experience and have fun with the entire community. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for your support. This time, sicela kini snooker at your doors. Niyazivulela, sicela uNkulunkulu anibusise niqhubeke ngalo msebenzi omuhle niwendayo. Siyabonga kakhulu.
Very much. We are blessed. We have received blessings from a legend, Scara Tindwa Master Siyavala, but we are moving to see what at the highest level. He's now focused on developing local football, girls and boys. And it's happening accordingly. Over 10 years, close to 14 years actually, since he started this initiative. the fruits are showing now.
Kakhulu Fabrice, kakhulu ngilokukhuthata nje bamva bamaswati laba sebancane ukuthi banake noma indzaba yebhola bangayithatheli phasi temidlalo njoba asho nje ukuthi ngemgcibelo kutabe ku celebrate yona iKFC kodwa nebamvana batawuthola lithuba nebamvu because akusebo bamvana kuphela bajakulishe ibhola sitawubona lo lokutawendeka lapha ngemgcibelo but nje lokumcokwa lokho ukuthi babe involved babanakekele kodwa ke lokumcoka kakhulu lenguvile mina ukuthi uthi laba bamvana labafuna ukudlala ibhola kuthi ngabati ukuthi bafuna ini
the goal. Yes,
nawati ukuthi ufuna ini Fabrice nawutitshelile ukuthi wena ufuna ukudlala ibhola at the highest level kude ngikutshelile the other day ngathi not even the sky is the limit uyabona ditshele ukuthi mine ngifuna ukudlala at the highest level ngifuna ukudlala ngicine ngifike even overseas uyabona siyathinga ukuthi badlali abancane labasemnabo 8 9 10 11 12 but bacabange nababuka iArsenal nababuka iManchester City nababuka iLiverpool nababuka iManchester United bathi ngiyafuna one day kuyodlala khona lapha hayi nje ucabanga ukuthi nasengidlalela iManzini Wanderers sekuphelele sengidabo lapha edolobheni kaManzini bangishayele tinkwele kuphelele no asiyifuni le mentality leyo.
Now, one thing I can tell you that as a viewer, one thing you don't know, this man is already analyzing at the highest level. I mean, he's done a World Cup, he's done everything. You're analyzing at the highest level. Take it from me. Some people want to be like you. Thank you very much, Linda Ramini, our in-house analyst. What a day, what a moment we've had so far. That was Karachindo Foundation. As we head to the weekend, a lot is expected. All the best for our team, Green Mamba, that is representing the country in CAF competitions. We are heading to more activities. So come Monday, when it's Temildaro, we'll take you through all the activities that took place over the weekend. Otherwise, for you and me, Fabrice Msona, until we meet again, Silvera Gamnas.
Ubusebiyelele wena mswati wabusa phambi kwetitha wase